Hello, we're back here again on Driving It Home, and we have a special guest here, my father, here on July 4th. Actually, today is July 4th, so we're going to talk to him a little bit about um, some of his history with cars, of course, because you know how we are here on Driving It Home. We're all about all cars all the time, right? He's laughing because that's kind of the way my life has been all these many years. But Dad, I was just going to talk to you about your history with cars, you know, and share with everybody, say, a few of the top cars that come to your mind that were your best memories of cars. Maybe your first car, or the first car you remember your dad had, or um, your favorite car of all time. Share with us a few things like
Well, I don't know about the favorite. Of course, I've had so many different ones. It's hard to remember all of them.
Yeah.
The first one I had was a 41 Chevy that I got from Dad.
Nice. 41.
Yeah.
So was he a Chevrolet man or a Ford man?
Oh, he was a Chevy. He was a Chevrolet man. Yeah.
So you got a 41 for him, and what year was that? That you got that from him?
Well, that was 1953 when I went to college.
Ah. So you got that on your freshman year of college?
Well, that might, let's see.
Because now you had another story you had told about coming down with somebody else to go to college in a
Well, that's
Model
right.
T or something?
I didn't have it in 53. I had my first year. I didn't have a car there because I came down in a Model T Ford with Bob Reichley from Struthers.
Yeah.
And we had a 19-hour ride from Ohio to Tennessee
In a Model T.
in a Model T.
So that was exciting, I'm sure.
Well, we came down this was his route. I wouldn't have gone this way. But he came down Pennsylvania Turnpike to Route 11, came down Route 11 through Virginia, and we got down to the southern part of Virginia, and we were going to cross over into Route 27, I think it was.
So you're going from northeastern Ohio near Youngstown
Right.
all the way down to East Tennessee,
Right.
New Chattanooga.
That's right. Yeah. We got down there to cross from Route 11 to what I remember was 27, and the ferry was not operating. And they told us it would take 45 minutes to drive around. But we noticed the cars were driving across the river. I don't know what river that was. I don't remember that now. And it looked to me like the water was about up to the 2/3 the way up to the hubcaps of the tires. So I thought, if they're driving across, we can do it too. Well, Bob wouldn't do it. He was afraid to drive across. So I said, well, let me drive. So I got in and we drove across, but our car wasn't, that Model T was all lighter, and
Yeah.
we got out there and it started bumping up and down because it was getting awful light.
Hey, we're sharing with everybody.
So I had to aim about 30 or 45 degrees upstream, so because every time we'd go up a little bit, we'd float downstream, and we'd have to get back upstream when it come down landed.
So you were actually catching, your wheels were catching at certain points and then losing traction and then catch. And
Right.
Yeah.
We finally got across after a little consternation because there was a waterfalls about 1,000 feet down the river, and all we could think of was floating down over that waterfall. We got to the other side and everything was okay, except then we didn't have any brakes because the Model T had mechanical brakes, and they're wet. So he said, well, we can't go anywhere. I said, well, yeah, I'll hold my foot on the brake for a little bit and they'll dry out. So I drove about a half a mile or a mile, and they dried out and the brakes started working okay. So that was
So that was a Model T. Do you remember what year Model T? What?
No, I don't know any of the details of it. It was his car. It had a rumble seat in the back. That's where we had our luggage.
Yeah.
And we got down to Bryan College 19 hours later.
Wow. That was before. Well, you said you took the Pennsylvania Turnpike, but that was the only kind of interstate limited access road you were on. Mainly you were on secondary highways.
Oh yeah, the others were just US, like it was US 11 and go down to US 27 and 27 brought us to Dayton.
So, and that was a stick shift, right?
Oh yeah, they didn't have automatics back then.
Yeah. Interesting. So what was the top speed on that car? Do you remember?
Well, probably, I don't know, 50, 55 miles.
Maxing out at 55, screaming down the
Probably.
with that little was 4-cylinder or something in there.
Yeah.
Going to town. That's funny. So we'll hold it there, and then we'll join later again to talk about some more of your favorite cars. But for the time being, go ahead and put in the comments if you've ever had a similar experience like Dad, where you've had to cross a river in an old car like that back in the day, or share with us your favorite stories about your classic Model T or what have you that you own in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe.